Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're all well. It is Saturday afternoon, and I'm just firing up a quick stream. We have two tables here, top of NL 100, bottom two tables NL 50. Tables are shocking, as per. But we want to play, so let's do it. Let's do it. Let me just sort out the music and see how it goes. I mean, I'm just gonna start off here and then let's get into it. So yeah, just these four tables today, and I don't know how long I'll stream, but I don't even know why I'm doing this manually. But again, most likely until I get hungry again. I'm surprised today because I logged on and for some reason the 100 pool was much better than the 50 pool. But I have no idea why. Usually it's always the other way around, but it's one of those things, I guess, that just happens. Interesting here. I mean, his 2x open, his pretty quick 4-bet. I can call here in position. I don't see the issue. Or I can just jam. It's up to me. He's going for quite a large 4-bet in my mind. I think it's fine when you're out of position. But I think I'm going to call. I don't know anything about this guy. And now we get stacked and it doesn't matter. Like, it is what it is. If he has aces, I live with it, and that's all fine. Goes for the third pot. Just gonna call. Check is now interesting. I'm wondering if this is better as a check or maybe I can go even smaller, like 14, like 20% or something. We get the fold, so maybe some kind of queens, jacks, I don't know, but that's all good from my side. Let's one go. But I see there are some new faces as well in the NL 100 pool that I don't know so much. A couple of recreationals by the seams of things. I mean, it's so misleading. Like, you look at the pool and it looks like there's 60 players in the NL 100 Zoom pool, but it's not. It's more like 25. Hold on, let me just count quickly. Let's call it 30. So everyone's two-tabling, basically. It's jack off. We can go either way. Let's 3-bet this one. And ace jack suited top right against someone who's fairly aggressive. Let's offer the call. We have the double gutty. No backdoor flush draw, which sucks. I'd fold the ace jack. I got 4-bet by someone who I've got like quite a lot of hands on. And they are not 4-betting enough. Potentially. Definitely calling that small bet for sure. Have you ever seen anything like it? I just want to stack like sets and stuff like that now. Keep you updated on how this one goes. I just need to show you this because we're going to get the money all in here. If he has aces, it's all good. Or kings. I'm also jamming that ace jack. This is a bigger size. He's in the tank here. I mean, let's go back here now, in that case. Gonna rip this one. He'll always call. Now ace king and... okay, never mind. That snap one is interesting. This guy, maybe jam's not right. Maybe I just call, but... small, then almost pot, and then, yeah, just feels... not quite almost pot, but you know what I mean. Hey, Rahul. Why is this running twice? I made a mistake here. I know... show you everything. Versus that size, I think I just fold without the backdoor. If you go small, I think I call, but my 4-out's not being clean either is not great. Ooh, I'm having a coughing fit here. Gonna check that turn, I think. Top right, opening ace queen, get flat from the small blind. Just gonna go for a small bet, which we can do. A lot of checking on these boards as well. He snap called, and we see that spade that we don't want to see. So I just check this one. Definitely calling that ace jack with the jack of clubs. Then ace queen, can I go for a small value bet against his random queen? I think so. It's quite dicey. You can also have a 3 actually. So his... yeah, I'm gonna bet tiny. I mean... yeah, I mean, it's okay. Going a bit thin there for value, I think, but all good. Is this guy recreational? Top left. We're gonna get in there with Mr. Gold. I don't know why he's flatting the cutoff here. No idea, but I'm gonna trust that he's trying to get in the mix with something. So let's see. This guy must be a recreational. Is that Talina? Maybe? Or maybe the big blind is... I don't know. No idea. But we're just calling because it's him. Queen 8, let's just go for the flat, bottom right. Wow, I'm getting 4-bet like there's no tomorrow here. Ace Jack, we just fold versus that, the offsuit one. And versus the big size multi-way into these 3 people. Of course, I'm folding my bad gut shot here. But I'm quite curious to see the hand and how it unfolds. Calling bottom right, I mean, I have the open end. I have that Queen of Hearts as well, which is definitely something. So we just click the call button and we turn that beautiful straight. And I'm getting 4-bet jammed on here again, so it's like everything I do, I can't do anything. Pocket 10s on ace 7-4. I have that spade. I don't think there's any reason to put more money in the pot. So I'm just checking. And then bottom right, he calls. Do I just stack off here with my straight? The flush completes. Here's 27 bigs behind. Like what price will... yeah, I mean, I'll do something like this. Exploitatively to get into call something. Calling the 10s with the spade. I'm missing some spots here. Not a great river card. And he's going for it, and we just let this one go. Three betting top right. The ace jack suited. Small blind versus button. Hey, Master Louis. Another day, another disappointment. Love it. Oh, mate, yeah. Like, coffee straight down the wrong pipe. Pisses me off so much. And it would be when I'm on stream as well, right? Like, I fire up a stream and I'm like dying here with the coffee going down the wrong way. This will go out. Putting here, so I'm just trying to respond to a message here. I really want to call here, top left. This guy doesn't look like he's doing anything. And we have this recreational, I think, so I'm going to flat. Is3 suited against fish, let's just call. Oh shit, what's going on here? I lost the focus a little. Just give me a second. Is3 suited, I'm just going to fold on that board. Mr. Swivel. Fingers crossed, buddy. I mean, we have some showdown here, top left. With all this checking, I lose to some random 8, but I don't think anyone ever has a queen. So... beautiful. What did everyone check down? Pocket 4s and ace jack. Love to see it. Let's open the ace king off. Gonna go for a big bet on this board. Oops. King 10 off. Let's open blind versus blind. Multi-way, I will be a bit cautious here. Top left. I can see the value in betting small on this sort of board, but there's lots of floats. I mean, it's just not the end of the world. Let's just go for a small bet. Nice. Oh, yeah, I haven't played in a couple of days either. Or at least maybe even now, like a week actually. For some time, so I'm gonna let it go. Eight five, wow, nice. Let's see a flop. Against a fish as well. Goes for pot, interesting. I mean, I was thinking of check raising. I won't go anywhere with that gut shot plus back to hearts, I think. Pot is strange though. Pot, okay. I'm gonna let this one go, that's fine. Hey Andy boy, how you doing, bud? Good to see you. King Jack suited, gonna go for the flat here. He's picked a bigger size, but I think it's fine. But we are not going anywhere. Play in position here with a hand like this that plays really well. Post flop is all good. I could mix in some 4-bets with things like King 10 maybe. Not quite sure if I would do it with King Jack. But I don't hate it either way. Gonna call. I like that Queen of Diamonds. I was thinking of turn, it's not bad. However, it's quite good for my range-ish. If I float some, like, random pocket fives here. Goes for the double barrel. Again, I think we just need to fold here. Should I let it go? And bottom left against a recreational. Now he's going like half pot. I think I'm just still calling ace 10. Yeah, I mean, it's not great, like, but I think it's okay. I mean, having the ace is not brilliant, I don't think. Blocking some of that ace-king combinations, ace-jack stuff that he's having. And he often just has, like, king-queen, ace-queen, but I won't fold just for, like, that price versus recreational. And he rivered a set, so I was right pretty much the whole, like, the call down was all, like, making sense. It's just unfortunate that he rivers that set, so... big on Jack 9-2 seems fine, top right. I'm kind of loving it with that Jack 5 of clubs. That's kind of loose call, but versus him, I think it's okay. And turn doesn't really change anything. Overbetting now. Yeah, still kind of enjoying this one. He puts a lot of my hands in a tough position. But I can't think of anything else but to just call. Seems like a big value bet. Okay. Pretty face up, generally. All my note kind of says. But, yeah, strange line. Like, big bet on the flop. Overbet the turn. Now, this, like, value sizing is interesting. I have a jack. I quite like having the 5. I'm unblocking some other things he has as well. So I kind of like my hand as a call. But I'm expecting to constantly run into pocket queens here. So, yeah, I'm calling and I live with it. Wow. Find the bluff. Yeah, the line is kind of strange, right? It's big bet, overbet, now back to some, like I say, I have ace-jack kind of hand. Not really sure. Also, guys, I forgot to mention, look, I know there's not too many people in here right now. I appreciate it Saturday morning. Just check my SI, I think. I was thinking of value betting this one, but... also, let me shout out Mr. Anyboy, who's just started streaming some Russian cash. He's always been a valued member of our stream. So go check him out, guys. Show the support. I'm gonna check this one multi-way. Now we see the half pot, we get the fold, just gonna let this one go. Seven suit, 7-6 suited, gonna be calling this one. Checking and folding. And calling my pocket threes. And just folding here. Checking this turn. Again, I'm not expecting loads of barrels here. Okay, now my hand is counterfeited. And quite often, he will sit on an ace. But that small bet on the flop could be anything. Like, people just range betting these boards when they really shouldn't, because I can check raise a lot. So now I just want to like fold out like some random king jack that he's having. Now that my hand's counterfeit. I'm never going to get an ace to fold, but that's fine. It's not what we want, and that's the point. Yeah, agree. Swivel completely. We just can't fold, right? 5-4 suited. I'm mixing. This guy looks a little on the tighter side, but I'm going to 3-bet this combo. Sometimes. Had a good stream yesterday. Had 12 viewers on average and won 13 buy-ins and 2 buy-in leaderboard and rakeback, playing some crazy huge 600 big blind plus pots. Sick. Gonna fold this king queen here when it's under the gun open, although he looks quite recreational. This guy seems fairly tight. I don't know. But I don't think I'm gonna take this combo to full bet against those positions. Yeah, that's sick, Annie. Keep going, man. Like, it can be, like, when I first started streaming, like, I think I had, like, 1 viewer for a long time. And then things just start to come together. People like you and stuff. And, it depends what your stream is about. Like, some people have these super entertaining, fun streams. Other people have more educational streams. Just depends what your thing is. Like, for me, it's kind of like, you know, bit on the, hey, this is how I play, this is what I know, and people come for that, and then people come, you know, for the challenge in the past and stuff. It just depends, right? So Queen 9, I'm going to 3-bet the small blind versus the button against Edgar YY. Thank you, Fum, for the good lucks. Appreciate it, buddy. Welcome in. Pocket jacks with my open-ender multi-way here. Interesting. This interesting spot. Like, these are the spots you just cannot, like, really get to grips with when you're multi-way. When a straight is available, and again, we are multi-way, I like to go a little bit smaller. I think my hand is fine to bet here. How much Queen X is flattening these positions? This guy, mostly like the Queen Jacks, maybe some King Jack off, because that is the goat hand. But I'm blocking some of those, so I think it's fine. And I get some random floats as well, so I think I can still value bet. And he's recreational as well, so even better. Nice call, the overbet on the turn, followed by non-all in is usually a misdraw in my experience. Sorry, Swivel, I missed this message. Yeah, it's just like this strange line. It feels odd, and I feel like, why hold back? Like, where's the other overbet? Where's the jam? As to your point, it's hard to say. Again, it's hard to know, like, because I can't remember exactly how everyone is playing here. I have some notes, and some of those notes are pretty outdated now. Pocket 3 is like, do I want to do anything here? No, I don't think so. Just let it go. Gonna float this ace jack with obviously the like double backdoor straight plus backdoor flush draw, and a turn is just kind of bricky. Pocket jacks we're just flatting here, and this is a great board, and I'll show you this one. Half pot I think is a good size. I'm gonna raise this one up. And versus this specific guy, I will fold to a shove. Yeah, I think I'm folding to a shove. It's a very, very quick shove. And I think this is just very often aces and kings and things like that. I should, in theory, just call this one off, like 62 into the... Yeah, it's just often kings and queens and stuff. People don't generally 3-bet enough from the big blind. But it's very fast, which worries me a lot. Like, tens and stuff he should be flatting. If I had queens here, it's a different thing, I think. But let me think for a moment. He kind of is king of hearts. I want to fold, but... Yeah, okay. Just, like, looking at his hand. It's fine. But yeah, let's just do it. Jack would be nice. Nope. all good. Like, yeah, instinctively straight away, it's like I'm folding it to this guy's jam, and then you're like talking yourself into it, right? Because I was just in my head versus a guy that can be semi-capable, because I just quickly checked some of his stats, who probably is 3-betting what I would say would be some kind of right frequency, at least. Then I was just thinking, like, do you very quickly jam aces and kings there? Maybe if you're on the nittier side, but I wasn't really expecting that from him. Like, the snap jam with aces is weird, right? It's like, why? A river, a pair, so I will just check this one. Might have some random pocket 5s, pocket 3s, something like that. Ace queen off. He goes for a bigger 3-bet, so again, pretty interesting. So I'll be 4-betting here with the bigger size. He's made it bigger, plus I'm out of position, so you want to go a little bigger. And obviously folding to a jam, of course. And yeah, just going for a small bet on the flop. Nice, taking it down is beautiful. Just what we want. I wonder what people size up there. Like 9 bigs. Interesting. These are like all the questions I think about, right? Like in every spot. It could be hard to do when you're multi-tabling as well. And of course, in my scenario, you're streaming and stuff. But just generally, like, those are the questions going through my mind. And often you talk yourself into the wrong decision as well. Like, instinctively, sometimes it's just better. Where it's like, oh, okay, like, I don't like that snap jam in that spot. I should just fold every single time. But, yeah, this guy seems fairly capable, like, just looking. Especially from the big blind. Like, it's pretty aggressive, actually. So, I have to help my wife buy some things. I didn't know you were married, anybody. Good luck. No worries, buddy. No worries at all. Donking on the monotone board. I will just let this one go. I'll sort that note out later, I think. Top left, recreational in the big blind. Let's just call our pocket 3s again. Lots of flatting here with these lower pairs. And yeah, just gonna be checking this one. Very unlikely that we win, but especially when the recreational bets into 2 of us. Not into heroing at all. Sorry, guys. Put that there. I've got one of them wireless chargers. It takes ages to charge your phone, like from your computer, but even just trying to angle it back so it charges is ridiculous. I think I need to buy a different one. Oops. I didn't mean to. Okay. Is the darker tables different? Yes. So Lionel Legacy. Top 2 are NL 100 and bottom 2 are NL 50. And that's purely just because of the amount of people in the pool is terrible. Yeah, Swivel, I completely agree. This is beautiful though, because now maybe we get to get him now, and I'm purposely gonna snap full bet on purpose. Oh, fuck's sake. Never mind. I should have thought about it a little. Yeah. Just like payback, right? I shouldn't talk myself into doing things that are going to cost me money, but all good. I thought maybe like we get to reverse it. Not really from the big blind swivel, because especially on stars it's a little different because the rake isn't so high. So the 3-bet sizing you can go a bit higher. So I think his sizing's fine. Like if you go 13 bigs, 13.5, I think it's okay. Because you just want to, and I know that you know, but like you just want to basically block the calling range, giving me a terrible price with a strong range. But yeah. I do look into, obviously, those sizings, but for me, I often looking at the button and things like that, but I also have a few hands with this guy and some notes on him as well, and he is capable. Like, there's, in my mind, there's like no doubt about it. I'm gonna, yeah, I folded that tens and it's gonna sit me out. I was gonna fold anyway. I just think it's bad to just call without a club there. With an overcard on the board, I just don't need to unnecessarily just hero him down, basically. What I will do, I think it's this one at the top. There we go. Change the description for us as well for any of those future questions. What an amazing river. Now, I'm not going to check this one. I'm just going to overbet this one, to be honest. I know I'm very unlikely going to get called here, but maybe there's a chance someone heroes me. I don't want to just check and then they just check behind, because no one is bluffing, really. King 6, I'm more in the 3-bet camp to squeeze this one. And I should not be folding pocket sixes. What's wrong with me? And I size up a little. I don't love it, but it is what it is. Like, oh my god. They both come along for the ride. They're both fish. Maybe this is the reason to just be calling, but I don't really want to just flat here. Just, yeah, I'm giving up almost. I have some equity, but not very much. They have all of this. Yeah, big bet into 3 people. I say big bet, it's small versus pot, but yeah, it's a big-ish size, so. Now I'm just going for a small bet on Ace Queen 4. Snap 4 bet A did not work. It did not work. It did not work. King Jack off though. Celebrate the goat hand. King Queen 8. I mean, yeah. I'm just gonna check this one. He tanked for ages and then folded. What the fuck was this? He really had something to think about. Small bet's fine. Again, he has some King X. I have no reason to do anything but just call and pray for no heart. And that's a beautiful river. And now it's just about size for me. To whether I'm going to raise or not. If he bets small, I will raise. If he pots it, I'm calling. Okay. I think we can still overbet. Call me with your random king. Never mind. Pocket 2s, you should be flatting a lot, but versus that smaller stack size, I'm just probably not going to realize my equity very often. He's made it normal-ish, or a little, maybe a little bit smaller versus 2.5. He should be going probably more like 8, but again, it doesn't matter too much. Let's just let this one go, not get ourselves into trouble versus some fish. I'd love to just call and flop a set, but like, whatever. Trying to keep this phone balanced here, but not really working. Okay, there we go. See, again, Simpson, I would love, love to squeeze this hand bottom right, but like short stacks everywhere, plus big blind. He might squeeze himself, but I think it's still fine to just call and want to flop. Multi-way as well. Let's all hit something. Even though there's some shorties, the quick snap checks, I'm going to half pot this one. Okay, never mind. It's fine. Sorry guys, my mic just disconnected and now reconnected. Looks fine now. Queen 10 suited. He makes it 3 bigs. These always worry me. Versus the button, ace 8. Still gonna bet. Ace 9 3. Okay, call. And just check now. Like, do I really think the guy is flatting like ace jack, ace 10? I probably, with those stats. I don't know. But again, this is half pot. Just calling and hope for no spade. Seems fine. But I will think about it depending on, again, on his size. Guy from Belarus, who knows? Probably not bluffing too much. Checks it back and loses, and let's see if he has that one spade hand. No, he just had jack 9 of clubs. What a ridiculous turn bet. Wait. Ah, okay, there. We bet this one. Gonna check this 4. Getting 4 bet here, I mean, the money just goes in, right? There's no way around it, but I'm just jamming here. So, again, very quick 4 bet, but I'm not folding. It just goes in. So, good luck, us. Tens, I mean, seems like a very fair call. And hold. Hold it. Nice. Beautiful. You love to see it, guys. Down here with the queens on ace 10 6, I checked this one back. Just gonna call. And he could value bet a 10 on the turn. I think most people, again, this snap betting, whether this is his normal thing, just often have an ace here, but I will just be calling, obviously. Yeah. So he goes to that value bet twice, but kind of now building up a better picture of, you know, of him anyway. Maybe my opinion of him was a little different before. But it seems like he's just on the value heavy side. It should need more information, obviously. Ace queen, I can go down many routes. I kind of like just betting half pot with that queen of clubs. I think it's quite good. I could probably go a bit bigger. Blind versus blind. This guy seems fine. Again, not. Yeah, I actually have a chunk of hands on him. Half pot on 8-7-6. Interesting. Nice try. Not sure about 9-7, but I think I'll call like 10-8 and stuff like that. Waiting for the 4-bet top left, and then I will obviously decide what I'm doing. I think I'm just gonna go big on the flop. He has a lot of this stuff, obviously. But yeah. I like the bigger bet. Keep things simple. King, queen, gonna flat. Often 3-betting, but this is quite nice. Good thing about something like king, queen, like I get to cooler some of his worst king X that he opens and just let him dust it off to me. Now the tables have turned, eh? That quick check on the turn. This is a weird spot down here. So I open, call, flop and check. He bet the turn for half pot. I called, he called as well. Now he's betting half pot again. And I'm just a bit like... Obviously I'm on block, but this guy being in makes me a bit nervous. And this guy's called my turn bet. I'm definitely checking that river. Pocket fires. What? Okay. Fine. Back to the hand. I think I'm going to fold this one. Not too sure. Yeah, mate, it's only certain people, right? Like, I get really excited when I see things like that. Like, his call is great. But yeah, like, if he thinks my range, like... Oh. I'm gonna double barrel this king 10. Half pot? Oh, I wanted to call the fives. Jesus. There's that tiny size. Blind versus blind on 10-3 deuce. It's close, like, but someone who's stabbing the flop super often, probably too often, I will float and bluff on some. Yeah, okay, not on that turn, obviously. Gonna call the ace-queen versus fish here. Flopping top is great. Monotone not so much, but I don't mind right now. I won't be going anywhere until I see more cards. Another half pot to be good. Close enough. I can't do anything but just click the call button, so... Perfect river. And I can't for the life of me think of any... Yeah, snap half pot, all fine. I don't mind. I lose to kings, aces, and then some random flushes. But, yeah, I mean, this is just fine to call. Yeah, kings. Like, again, snap, you instinctively straight away, like, I'm getting this, like, yeah, I feel the aces, like, almost immediately. I feel them. Or kings, you know what I mean. But nothing I can do with my exact hand, so he could just go bigger there, and... Did he have the king of hearts, actually? He did have the king of hearts. He wasn't afraid of anything. I'm actually going to jam. Bottom right, we have some options. I can 4-bet, I can jam, and we're mixing some, so we're just ripping this. Question with people that actually are 3-betting somewhat correctly. You can call a lot in those spots, because if the only result of my jam or my 4-bet there is that he folds ace-queen, then I want to think more about flatting, right? Like, even though it's probably almost pure 3-bet, but it's just a consideration that I like to make. But yeah, always going with some options. And having a few tools in my toolkit, if you like. Not just that classic, okay, I just 4-bet and that's it. It's like we have some options here. We even have G. Hansen in the mix, like NL50. I don't know what the hell's happening here, but we're 3-betting him. He's super aggro. Oh, what's happening? He's normally playing 200 Zoom, but probably the same as me, I guess. Just generally, yeah. Look, he's so aggressive, like hyper aggressive, constantly. So he's not in the 200 pool. He's in the 100 pool, and he's in the 50. Yeah, it's because the tables are shite. Is my guess. This time of day, get the practice laps in. And these are the spots I love. Like, as long as there's no 3-bet, I flop a 6 and I just stack him every time because he's just too aggressive. 6 one time. Oh! Love to see it. It's like I knew it was coming. So let's see the bet. Come on. Let's see the close to pot bet. Okay, love to see it. So do I want to slow play this one or not? I don't think so. I have some 7, 8, 8, 9 and things like that I want to do some stuff with. So I'm going to be raising this one. It's not like I'm not check raising enough here. Never mind. I just flatted here my deuces, obviously, in the big blind. It's jack off. I could think about 4-betting, which I think I will. I used the wrong size. Oops. And I took a bit of time. So he might read into that I'm weak. But yeah, he's multi-tabling, I believe, this guy. So I think he's not paying too much attention to that. Maybe. Should I stop bluffing this hand now? We can try. We can try. I'm going to bet on here as well. Yeah, there's a guy I've not seen in... Ah, it's perfect. It's the exact result with Pocket 2s that we want. Haven't seen this guy for a while. Saturn, he was that terrible streamer that came in and was chops into me at some point. But, yeah. What am I doing here? I think going for the bigger bet is fine. And now I beat like some random like Jack 9, Jack 10 and that kind of stuff. Queen 7, floats here. Okay. Where's the, you know, where's the raise potentially, right? Too scared. Too scared. I'm not going to 4-bet, just going to call. Snap betting, okay, it's interesting. That ace of diamonds as well is pretty great. And I think calling again because I think I can bluff the river very often and I have some nut outs. Plus an ace is a pretty good out as well. Yeah, it's perfect. I think this is decent. The question is, do I fold now if he jams that river? But yeah, it's a great out basically because he has that like ace, he has all that king, queen, queen, jack. He should have all them bluffs for sure. And now I just rip it. So I can't think for the life of me that he just now randomly checks his nuts. Yeah, exactly. That's what I meant. Like, this is the perfect kind of scenario. Not that, like, he will snap check back probably any diamond on the river as well. And then if he has king, queen, queen, jack, he's like probably forced to just give up as well. Same scenario, top right. I'm getting 4-bet from the big blind, which again, people aren't doing enough. This guy looks like he definitely is. Hold on, just let me check quickly. Seems good. Goes for half pot again, seems okay. So I'll just be calling here. Now, I should see a lot of checks here in my head. There's a lot of nuts he wants to check back here, kings. And yeah, so this worries me slightly that someone is barreling here, but what on earth can I do with my exact hand? I'm super concerned if he jams. It's very difficult to bluff this spot, right? Like, yeah, this is super difficult to bluff this spot in my head. I really, really do not think I ever beat anything. It's super difficult. He has, let's say, okay, he's got, let me think about this. He has some combinations left of his king. He has some ace queen. He has pocket kings. He has some ace-5 suited as well. I don't think people bluff enough, so I think I often lose here to pocket kings, but yeah, it's exactly what I know in my head is happening, right? And I just still cannot fold. It's very irritating. It's so irritating. So again, like for me, he's just pure red tag. I look at my hand, everything tells me that he is super nutted, and yeah, turns out to be right, and I should just fold every time, but how can I fold there when he should have some bluffs? Let me say this to him. Would be impressive to... Hard to fold trips. I mean, like, I was so close, I said it, right? Like, it's... this is the frustrating part. It's like, I know I should fold every single time, but, because how could he ever bluff that spot? I can't see it. Also, if you see a player in the pool called Expensive Doritos, that is free nachos. I know he's playing a bit in 50 and 100 streets. Oh. I will watch out. I will keep my eye out and avoid him like the plague, I guess. I'll watch some of his stuff. I'm going to call. I know this seems odd, but yeah. I think maybe I should not be, but yeah. This guy's overdoing it so much. And what a flop. Just gonna keep my... Yeah, gonna be calling this one for sure. checks aces. Okay, so again, you see the same thing. It's like I'm saying where people are overdoing it, but it's just pure pure value again, like just pocket aces every time. And then bottom left here, I'm just gonna donate my stack to this guy because I think this is a great outcome. So I will overbet that river for sure. Calls with ace nine. So he, yeah, it's a really bad call, but it's a bad call. It's like hero call, right? Blind, I couldn't remember. Blind versus blind. Goes check on flop. I bet big on the turn and then overbet the river, and then he, yeah, quite quickly calls. But he's only calling because it's me. That's it. So that's all fine as well. Only calling for me is all good. So I checked this one. Now he's betting pot is scary. I'm gonna fold. Oh, sorry, I wasn't. Did I show you the table? No, I didn't. Sorry. So in this NL 100 table, I 3-bet the big blind. He called. I checked the flop. Why did I check the flop? I was gonna half pot it, right? Maybe I timed out. Gonna check my ace queen. Martin Fours, your reads are quite on point, but you're calling. So is this a form of tilting? Maybe I'll ask you the question. Do I seem tilted to you? Like, of course not. Absolutely not. For me, it's like you try to make the best decision that you can in the moment, right? And where I feel like people are capable, then I'm prepared to make a big hero call, right, in these spots. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And that's just the reality, right, of this game. That's what makes it fun and interesting. For me, it's like not a tilt question. It's like, okay, maybe next time I need to just go with my gut. And I need to, like, overfold a little to these guys, right? Gonna 4-bet this one. Pocket nines. It's a bit loose, but I have my reasons. So, yeah, it's one of them. But do I feel tilted? It takes a lot more than this, mate. 9-8, I'm calling very often, so... I opened, he's donking now on that board. It's interesting. I'm just going to call and let him do his thing. King Jack, King 10. I don't want those hands to fold, so... Pocket 9s, I'm 3-betting. Versus button. He barrels again, which is pretty cool. Do I want to raise now? Nah. Let him do his thing. Beautiful. Please have some random fucking flush. Somehow. Just not the ace-high flush, please. If it's recreational, I'm just going to jam. He'll fold a lot, but it'd be different if it was a reg, I think. Maybe I would just, like, click it. Like, maybe go, like, 35 or something, but versus fish that can't fold 2-pair, I will lose so much value by not jamming in my head. He ever has King 9 or a set of 2s, I'd be furious if he just, like, just calls my raise, right? This is exactly what we want. This is what I meant. If I click it there to, like 33, he obviously just calls. So I want to win a stack there. And he double-barreled with a 9-8 of diamonds. So he bet the flop, he bet the turn. Pretty unlucky for him, actually, but it is what it is. On this board, we're just checking high frequency. King Jack is the GOAT hand though, so I expect to win every single time. We never lose King Jack, guys. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Unless they do this. Then we fold. But do you know what? Like, it's also from Matt's question, also probably relevant, because I think a lot of people most likely will be very tilted when they make those bad decisions. But when you have a lot of experience, you're used to playing these pools, you're used to seeing nuts over and over and over. All the people that are watching that remember my $100 to 10K stream that I did on Stars, there was some proper tilt in there for sure, where I lost like 10 buy-ins just getting destroyed every time, running like crazy below EV. And again, that's fine. Like, but you kind of get to a point where it doesn't matter. And like, again, I'm playing this stake. Like, I can play NL 200 probably beyond with my role, but like, I'm not studied enough at the moment because I've had a bit of a break. I don't care about losing a buying at NL 100. I don't care about losing 10 buy-ins here. Like, it doesn't matter for me, you know? Snap me off. I want to run it once, please, dealer. Heart me one time. Fuck off. I don't mind splitting the pot with I'm Hungarian because I know him, and I say I know him, we kind of have spoken in the past. But splitting the pot with him, super happy. Like, it's all good. And I don't know why I decide to be a bit more aggressive here on this particular table when I have people like Becken and I'm Hungarian here that are definitely capable of 3-betting pretty wide. So that's my mistake. So yeah, that's my feeling. Like, I'm playing and streaming right now for pure enjoyment, playing off tables for pure enjoyment. I'm not sitting here trying to make lots of money. Like, if I lose some buy-ins, so be it. I'm here for battling today, you know. Mm, 8-8-4. I mean. I kind of want to bet because I don't want him to bet and me fold my hand. I think Jack 4 is the line. I'm pretty sure Jack 4 is the line. Going small in Ace Jack 5, I mean, again, like, so this spot, like, I expect lots of big bets and over bets. He's deviating, but I know intentionally because he doesn't lose that much EV on the flop by betting small. He probably, this is just his strategy, and that's all fine from my side. That's all good. You cannot just, like, read into it in any other way. And now the question is, do I want to value bet? Probably not. I think just checking. Jack as well. So I'm gonna bet large here, blind versus blind. With this exact combo. All of my overcards want to, you know, big bet, I feel. And this is the way that we're going. I'm at risk sometimes of getting raised, but you shouldn't raise too often versus that big size. He sits there like super, I don't know what to do. I have 7s, I have 8s. He calls, turn comes something good for me, and it, whatever. And I just like keep going, you know. Put him in a horrible spot. 5-4, going to be calling versus the guy earlier that we lost. I don't know. We called him down, right? I couldn't remember if this is the guy. Yeah, this is the guy with aces, right? I'm pretty sure. Okay, he checks on Jack 10-9. Seems okay. Small bets or checks are fine. I turn that 5. Do I want to bet? I think I do. Let's turn our 5 into a bluff. Pretty protected here. He's also protected. I have king queen suited. I have all the sets. And probably not going this size, but I think again it's okay. Queen jack, I'm just calling. Now I'm checking that river for sure. Gonna pot this turn versus fish, bottom right. Now he bets. Super interesting. I'm snap checking this one. He has all the ace-x of clubs, all the ace-x of spades. I just purely give up, and it's super unfortunate river. Queen 10. Okay. What a weird bet, but we know he's super value heavy, so we just give it to him, I guess. Bluffing again on this board, he would need to take something like ace-king. But yeah, let's just let it go. Like, he shouldn't be able to value bet like aces and kings there. He's saying I have some random straight, and that's all fine. I could call 4-bet, but not versus... or versus one of those guys in that pool. King 10, we're 4-betting. Again, he goes bigger size, and I will go bigger as well because he's gone 9 from the button. Snap jamming, I mean, yeah, this guy, like I said, it's hyper aggressive all of the time, but also capable. So he's aggressive with his 3-bets. So I'm super happy with my 4-bet, but again, he goes 9 bigs. Again, probably looking at his hand. Can't discount that for him. But yeah, guys, like nice little session. It's quite balanced. Like we're pretty break even here, and that's all fine. I'm gonna 4-bet bottom left as well. Bottom left. 3-betting top left. Folding my king jack off, even though it's the goat hand. Getting the fold here is wonderful. Just gonna bet super small. Gonna check this one. Like, what can he do here? What can he do? Can't do anything. I'd be very surprised to see a bet. Very surprised. Like, half pot, I really don't like this bet. Like, how often he has ace-king? No, very little. But this makes no sense. I'm just folding most of my stuff, like, but I'm super protected, so, and I won't be going anywhere, by the way, but I really don't like the bet. I think this is a big mistake, especially with the size. You should check back pretty often. In the event that he does have ace-king, why would you bet this way? I'm the one with all the aces, the kings, and the ace-king, and he is not. He sits out with ace-jack, ace-queen, and the bet makes no sense. Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean, like, come on, dude. His pocket sixes, like, made that... He's probably having fun versus me, I guess. But, like, my friend, you know too well that this is not the turn to be betting this hand. So I have sixes, I have to bluff this. Absolutely not, mate. Like, you do not need to half pot this turn in any shape or form. Check pint, bet small. I get it, but that half pot just doesn't make any sense. Queen jack suited. I am going to flat versus our friend here. And check fold the flop. Goes for a big bet. Seems reasonable. Just gonna let it go. Queen 9 mixing for sure. I am gonna 3-bet this time. Versus Saturn, the station net, I will also station him a little. Even though it's never, it's probably almost pure 4-bet. Snap check, always weak, I feel. But we'll just check. I'm super curious what he's checking down, but I will not be bluffing him because he's a station hero. He will just call me Ace King pure. How can you not bet this hand? How could he not bet? Split pot. How could you not bet A7? Oh, he sucks so much. Jesus. On this board, I'm actually going to... Imagine checking that hand, that specific hand down. Imagine. He has the courage to pre-flop, he flats. No fucking clue what he's doing post-flop. No clue. In my view. Like, the argument is, for example, on the flop, checking is fine, by the way. Like, I have no issue with this one. He can bet as well, depends on your strategy. But on the turn, when I check again on that paired card, this is a nice hand to bet. Like, I'm not going to be, like, ripping it there, right? Let's be honest. Anyway. I have a few hands that I would like to check raise the flop. So now I'm going to overbet this turn. I just flatted here the ace-8 versus cutoff, and I'm 3-betting 6-5 versus cutoff. Sorry, I know I was focused on the other screen. Small bet, again, people just over c-betting these boards too much. And I have some hands I would like to check raise here, but this is not one of them. Because of his small size now, I need to compensate the turn. And where I do have some ace, some calls, I think some straights get there. Oh shit, I can open these twos, but I make the mistake. I'm just gonna overbet, like, let him call his ace jack, I don't care. 10-9, whatever he might have. Top right, 10-7 on the monotone board, blind versus blind. I could stab for a small size, but getting raised would suck a lot. I'm going to check this one. Checks again on the turn. We'll check myself. Don't see any reason to bet. Really bad river. Now I don't see how we win ever. King 9, I'm definitely calling the small bet. And probably calling river as well. He's limping under the gun. I'll just try to get in with him. Calling again with the King 9. Pocket 5s. Okay, he went for 2 value bets, which is interesting because I have 6s, 7s, 9s. Like, yeah. Anyway, it's all fine. I don't know if he's bluffing or not, but yeah, it seems that way. Pots the river, yeah, easy fold. Floating this one with my backdoor equity. And we're getting check raised here. I can float this one. If he floats as well, I'm definitely in the mix. See that beautiful 5 of diamonds turn, maybe. And now re-raising. Into 2 people, like, yeah, very often it's not a bluff. He's the kind of guy that will, in my view, that will limp aces under the gun. Let's see what's happening here. Overbets. Let's see what Saturn does. Is this some kind of pocket fours? Ace 8? Huh, he folds. He wouldn't have folded to me though, no matter what his hand would have been. G. Hansen in the small blind's perfect when you have a hand like pocket kings. Ooh, never mind. Please squeeze. Kings without the diamond. Against button. I'm going to bet. I don't remember. There's a lot of checking going on, but it feels weird. Is it these spots are weird? I need to look this one up because I couldn't remember. Let me just get my Gaizo, or whatever it's called. Oh, what is it? I'm gonna screenshot this one. So just review, because I'm not super clear when it's the button flat. Start on. Oops. Oh shit, I'm folding pocket sixes, which hurts. This is a nice result. So I bet the flop. He called. Check, check on turn. Now go for value versus pocket 8s, pocket 7s, pocket 6s that now he will call, is my guess. Yeah. Let's see it, my friend. Ace high as well sometimes, probably. Pocket 5s, yeah, perfect. I mean, what hands flat the small blind? It's all that crap, basically. We check very often. Super connected, draw heavy boards. I have a lovely hand, but I'm going to check this one. It's a beautiful turn that I will bet if he checks. I'm going to go for a small bet on the turn. And we see a very quick call, and I can still think of all the reasons to value bet. Again, King Jack is in there very frequently. That's the hand that they love the most. But I value bet my king against a random like 6-7, Ace 6, something like that. I think that's reasonable. I think it's probably a hand we can keep barreling. We'll check back the river. Amazing. He was short, right? Was he short? Gonna rip this one. Jack 10, Queen 10, 10 9, some of those combos. But I'm pretty let me check. I'm sure he was short. I was trying to think, is he a fish? Let's check quickly. Oh, my mistake. He looks a bit fishy though. His stats, yeah, UK. I think he was a fish. versus recreational. I'm going to barrel small. Okay. Snap calling. My mistake. Just give up. 6-5, okay. Not too sure. Thank you, Nemo, for the good lucks. Appreciate it a lot. And then just go back to calling my fives. I mean, there's still so many hands that he's just bluffing here, so I'm calling again with my fives. And hope he just has some random king, queen. Ooh, set of nines. Okay. That was a lucky river. Didn't give me a bad decision then. Again, I'm calling, thinking all the bluffs that he has, right? Same thing I mentioned earlier, but he just has a set. Like, brilliant. I fucking love it. I won't be opening this combo with those guys in the big blind. We pick up pocket aces, though. And it's versus recreational, so I will size up my 3-bet. Because he is pretty call happy. 4-betting the... And he's gone bigger again, look, 9 bigs. So I will go a little bit bigger. My 4-bet anyway. And he folds, that's fine. Then with the aces on this board, I think... Let's go small. Oh my god, what hands... What hands we're calling? That's hilarious. That's so hilarious. Gonna check the 9-8. What hand snap fold? The call's a 3-bet. That's snap fold on 9-7 deuce. I can't think of many. Oh wow. That's annoying. Top left. I'm just going to give up. He's a recreational. I can't get him to fold a queen. This is interesting. Top right. What an interesting hand to be. What an interesting spot to be check raising. Okay. We see some aggression here in the past. Double gut shot, backdoor. Backdoor flush draw with that ace of spades. I think we have a mandatory call. King of diamonds. Okay, now that changes things a lot. He should have jacks in his range. He probably should never have queens. He should have jack 8, queen 8. Full frequency. But, and then he has the 10-9, obviously. I'm not super concerned. Like, I don't want to fold out king 10. I don't want to fold out 10-7. I think this one is a very good check in my head, but then... Let's go for a small bet. There's some good rivers to be bluffing. The double check raise. The double check raise. The easiest fold of my life. So weird spot. Cutoff versus big blind. I went big on the flop, he called. Then potted on the turn, which is quite unusual for me. I don't know why I was thinking this one. Gonna fold this ace queen in those positions. And now we get this river. And I think I'm just gonna give up. I'm gonna give this one up. Oh, fuck. No. Oh, this is the other thing I mentioned, right? Because, oh my god. I said earlier, that's like the easiest bluff of all time. It's like mandatory bluff. The 10 makes it a bit weird in my head. But I said, like, everyone is super, you know, been super value heavy. He's not going to be calling light there. Yes, he's going to have some flush draws. My hand unblocks some stuff, but also doesn't, right? So it's come on, G. Hansen. So yeah, so that's why I talked about like bad decision making, right? Like it's pretty tough. That's why we love the game, though, right? So that snap call, then a really, really quick check. I'm going to keep my foot on the gas with my hand. And I'm going to raise top left on queen 6 deuce. And now I think I have a fold versus 4x, but the size is freaking massive. Right, cool. Where's the song, by the way? Gonna double barrel the king 10. Check calling this one top right. He has a random jack, right? Look how face up this is, man. Yeah, jack 9 off. How face up that is. Gonna fold the 9s again versus those positions and call 10-6 suited. And fold. Gonna fold the 7s as well. Oh, picking up kings again, eh? And 9s, what's going on? Oh, this is a disaster. I've got an open ender, but he's raising. I'm not folding. 9s, I'm flatting, calling this, and losing always. He has like 8-7 always, but yeah, I can't do anything. That was annoying. I shouldn't have double barreled. It's my fault. He's just snap checking. Okay, I'll check and see if he bluffs now this river. Bottom right. No, he thought about it, but he just couldn't bring himself to bluff. Okay, yeah, I get it as well. Oh, my progress bar is nearly there. Because, yeah, I have to... Gonna fold. Three betting, bottom right. We're a little bit deeper. So we might see some more calls. Queen 6. It's 3 bet. I'm gonna half pot this one. I can just check as well. Kind of, yeah. Hey Spiddy, thanks for the sub, my friend. What a legend. Yeah, this is the problem I'm having, like when I'm betting half pot here. Yeah, he's also super light. Gonna check that turn. Yeah, Spiddy, thank you so much for the sub, my friend. And then Jack 9, I will go for the rivered bluff. And whenever people bet in the spot, they always have it, so I just let it go. Not that I was ever going to float, but you know what I mean. Like, it's just so unnatural to bet on that turn. Like, so unnatural. He has to be pretty strong. In my head. But who knows, in reality. Maybe he just bluffs us off with some random low pocket pair. Pocket 7s. It's open. Oh, 2 recreationals, Jack 9 off. Tempting. I think I'm gonna call. Ooh, hello. Oh my god. Raise, 3-bet, call, snap. Did you see how fast? Like, that? If you go back, time it. It was less than a second. So, probably just a pig, to be fair. Pocket 7, since we open, we're going to be calling a lot. I think I can even bet a board like this. I think I will, you know. I think I'm going to check call. Because if I bet any jams, I feel like shit. So I think check calling's better. Let him float some ace king, ace queen shit. I hate my life. Honestly, like, it's so fucking stupid. Like, come on. What is this river? He just checks all the ace, king, ace, queen that he cannot fold the flop with, basically. Okay, that's fine. Probably worth a bet, but... So this guy has just blasted 3 streets and now sized down. I don't know what the fuck that means, but I don't think I'm winning ever. But how can I fold this spot? Ace, jack, yeah. Triple barrel's also super underbluffed. But he went big block with his jack. Like, value bet your hand, my friend. Oh, it's a fun game. It's a fun game. But maybe that ace has saved me then, right? That's also something. Just gonna flat here. Could 4-bet, but just gonna flat. What a flop. Half pot, good size. Just going to be calling. Oof. You love to see it, guys. You love to see it. Gonna bet small. I hope he jams his aces, kings, queens. Never mind. Shame. Where are the double barrel bluffers? Nowhere to be seen. No one's doing it. Oh my god, this guy. Every time I'm in the pot, even though his 3-bet percentage is super low, I want to play my hand. But there's nothing I can do but fold. Like, I just have to... Let me just wait around for a moment to confirm. But look at him, he's here again. Like, he's in every pot that I see, he's there. 4-bet, let's say, snap fold, fuck's sake. So I opened this guy flat, the cutoff. He's not 3-betting, right? So... we go small on these types of boards, I think. So I will continue the same strategy. Getting raised, he has lots of sets, and that's absolutely fine. Just checking, king, queen. They've both called, so... I have the nuts. Well, not the nuts, because 7-8 of clubs is the nuts, but you know what I mean. Now we bet small. So he's check raised, right? Just gonna call. But I'm out of position. Like, how do I get the money in? He's check raised now. I check raised. This is weird spot. He's not 3-betting enough. He'll never fold a set, so let's just do it. It's stupid, really. Like, how strong I have to be there. I will have some bluffs, though. Like, for sure, but check, check, check. Snap checking, no overbets. Love it. Love to see it. Love to see it. Punyo Gaming Q. How you doing, buddy? I gotta check this Queen 7. I was gonna say it's a fish, whatever. It doesn't make sense to me to bet the turn, but I'm going to. And yeah, just value bet the river. Yeah, probably. I fucking knew it. You see me shaking my head, and I'm like, yeah, this is never a bluff. I've never seen a bluff like on the river. At any stake, to be honest. I've never seen a check jam bluff ever. Ace 10, could 4-bet, could call. Kind of in the 4-bet camp with this hand. I could also do the same with King 10. So I can feed this one in. Out of position, go a bit bigger. Let's go 24. And Jack 10 suited with flatting. Just gonna fold the Jack 10 of diamonds, I think. Probably could call, but oh, come on. Where are all these cold calls going on here? No idea. But people love it. And that's a perfect flop to see, you know, when you're getting cold called everywhere. So I just go with a tiny bet. And hope someone hasn't killed me with pocket fives, but looks all good to me. So guys, I unfortunately will have to go pretty soon. My wife has just messaged to say, hey, she's up from her morning. She had a nap earlier. She worked late last night. So, gonna go like this with my 10s. And I think this is probably a fine one to see bet small. Or just check. He'll have a lot of ace queen. But we get to see bet quite small. I think 10s is okay. I don't like it actually on reflection. I mean, now I like it a lot, but wow. That's insane. I mean, I have quads now, so please slow play aces, please. Oh my goodness, guys, can you imagine? Imagine he slow play aces here. I mean, fair play to him if he did that, but yeah. Let's pray to God. Please, aces, one time, or pocket nines, something. Ah, he's not calling. Big pot if he calls. Be a nice one to finish like fairly close to the end of the stream. Come on, dude. Do it for the stream. Please. Call me. Call me. He's in the tank. Major tank. Calls me. Ace King. Boom. Guys, let's go. We got him. Love to see it. What a turn. What a river. That's insane. What an insane spot. That's insane. Death by quads for him today. So this guy snap checked the flop like really fast. Now he's check raising the turn. I think we have to call our straight and then obviously decide on the river what we're gonna do. Queen deuce against min open from a guy I don't know from the Philippines. Let's try. Sevens I'm calling as well for sure. And if it's overbet I will fold. Versus big bet I might fold. Let's see. Let's see what happens with this queen 7 down here. Yeah, very hard to bluff this. I think I just call, to be honest. Often it's just a, you know, this is some kind of queen. I'm never getting called by worse by raising, so we just call. Ace 7. Okay, what a terrible check raise on the turn. But fine. What do I do with 7 here versus the big bet on queen 6-4? This is the big bet from Greece. I don't know. I actually just don't know. I don't know if we should float this combo. Feels weird versus the big bet. But with the 7 of hearts, I'm gonna let it go, guys. But I'm conscious that that might be a big mistake. So again, I'm gonna check this one out. Check raising top left. Let's check that one out as well. Overbetting that turn. I have 3s, 4s, 6s, 7-5 suited. I have some pairs like, again, ace 4, ace 3 that I do the same thing with. Now he's insanely strong, obviously, because he's called the check raise, now called the overbet. That paired board, I feel like this is just a give up, always. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty confident that that is the case. Ace 5 of clubs, yeah, I mean, nice hand, nice hand. And he had everything going on there, right? He had the open ender, he had the flush, everything, so. And bottom right, doesn't this look like a pile of shit? Like, what is this size? Like, what is this? I have no idea. But I guess I just fold. What a load of nonsense. Hello. Lots of checks. I mean, people are just too afraid to check, clearly. Gonna make this pretty small, I think. Do I want to raise? I think I'm gonna raise the turn, not the flop. That's dicey. Let's see if he goes for the double barrel as well, right? Because that's also, like, a huge thing. Like, people never bluffing these boards. Okay, now he's checking also. Kind of sus, I guess. But let's check this one. I should have bet, actually, because then he would check the river. I'm skeptical about betting. Again, I don't think I ever get called by worse than he, like, he's not going to call me with, like, a 4 high diamond flush, right? So I think I'm just checking very often. Yeah. Maybe he calls that, I don't know, but, yeah. No idea. Okay, guys, I'm going to set out the next big blind. Apologies, but yeah, I have to go this weird spot, but big bet I'm calling. And versus this check, how often is he? I think it's just a check. Fold that king 7 now, and I river an ace, just gonna check. I don't know what he's calling me with, but I assume it's some kind of random shit. I'm calling that for sure. Ace jack, why is he calling me on 7, 6, 4, 3? So I'm 99% sure that he's pure recreational player. But yeah, that's my assumption anyway. The donk big bet. Okay, nice. I mean, now I get to fold my hand that I was bluffing, and it's wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Against a fish-ish. Yeah, I'm still going to 3-bet this combo. So it went raise, 3-bet, cold call, half pot into 2 people. I will just let it go. Again, some of my outs aren't clean, so this would have been nice because we were deep as shit, but never mind. 2 tables left, guys. Looks like we lost some pots towards the end, so folding this ace deuce. And 10 deuce is gone as well. Needs to go. Okay, set out on all, so let me just show where we finished. And oh wow, okay, so we were up nearly 50. We were up obviously a lot more. And yeah, pretty much all from, I mean, it's not like a amazing session, but I also have this chest as well. Let me show you this, guys. On the study screen. So yeah, this is where we finished. So we're up, yeah, $48, which is not a huge amount. And yeah, we will have a look at some of these pots as well. Let's have a look at obviously some of the big ones first. We actually lost, we actually won quite a bit, but we must have lost some big pots as well. I know we lost some big pots. Pocket tens here. We call 4-bet from the button. We get flat from Bankomat. We're pretty deep. He checks. I decide to bet this one for small. I see bet a lot in these 4-bet pots, especially in position as well. The problem I have with this specific combo as well is just like jacks and queens and stuff always floating, and yeah, it becomes very dicey. I don't know what this really achieves. I'm not really folding anything. Plus he has all that ace king, ace queen that he also flats. Like, I think that's fine. We make the miracle turn, and I then keep the foot on the gas, which I do with some of my combos. My kings and stuff don't want to play this way as well, so I'm just saying, like, I've, yeah, like maybe some ace queen plus potentially. Maybe if I decide to 3-bet, call 4-bet some 9s, but not very often. And we river the beautiful one, and he was in the meta tank when we shipped it in, and he ended up calling us with ace king, which I think is a great call. It just goes in, and yeah, what's the likelihood that I find the c-bet on the flop with 10s, turn the set, and then river this one, right? Like, I have the same hand and I have some aces, obviously. What bluffs I'm having here, like some kind of like 4-5 maybe, I don't know. Some king queen. So I've got king queen here, and we have the small blind flat. He decides to donk on king 9 deuce, which is very unintuitive from anyone. So expected a lot of like king jack, king 10. I don't want to raise versus that because I want to keep that shit in. He might have a tough time calling rivers should I decide to raise. He goes for another bet. I just go for another clean call, and then on the river he decides to go for half pot bet, which is quite interesting with the hand that he has. My thing is, like, if he has 2-pair here or a set that he does decide to lead with, that now gets a little bit scared of the flush, I don't want to just win a small amount by just clicking it back like most people would do here. I think just jamming is far better because he was also a fish or recreational from the small blind. And he does end up calling, and we get super lucky where he has also the backdoor pair plus backdoor straight, backdoor flush. So we win a nice one there. He also tanked for a little bit, but not for too long. And this was just all in pre, I guess. Ace king. I 3-bet, 4-bets, I jam. He calls with pocket tens, which you don't see very often, and it's a good tag on someone who is making those calls. Let's see some hands we lost. No point just looking at these ones. This was an interesting one. Ace jack. We see someone who 3-bets from the big blind. Goes 12 bigs. We end up calling ace jack. We flop top pair. Can't go anywhere. He bets fairly big, which is fine. I think this is the right strategy. And yeah, he ends up calling. We end up calling, obviously. Turn trips. He then keeps betting this weird, like, I guess just over half pot size. So it's like a half pot scroll up size, right? If you think about it, it's like 24.2, and then he scrolls up with his mouse. I didn't notice this in game, but we end up calling. Jack would have been nice, or a 6, or even an ace. And he ends up jamming, and I said, like, okay, yeah, this is really shit spot. Like, there's only some combinations left, or like a few combinations left of ace king off. Having a jack is strange. Like, does he turn jacks of the club into a bluff? I mean, I don't think people do that. But yeah, it's very hard to find bluffs on this board, and he obviously had the second nuts basically, or not second nuts. Let's call it like third nuts or something like that. We lost a pot here. I 3-bet ace 9. Super aggro bankomat that we saw earlier with the ace king, where we call, flop this, the flush draw. We end up calling. On the turn he bets smallish. I end up calling, river king. He checks behind with pocket aces. Yeah, just one of them, I guess. Not much to say. Actually, I'm not showing all of the hands. Let's have a look. We might have lost some more. Yeah, we did. Yeah, so this was a weird one where I open jacks, get 3-bet again from the big blind. He goes 13 bigs, which is fine. A little bit bigger than what you'd normally see, but still it's pretty standard. This is the flop. He goes for like what, 40% bet or something. I decide to raise this one. He very quickly jammed it. And this, how often are people very quickly jamming aces and kings and queens? I don't think very often, but I think they jam their flushes this way. And he can also have 10s, right? Like, that's a thing, but he should never he could have 10s sometimes, but not very often. He should flat them mostly versus the position. And yeah, he just had pocket aces with the heart as well, so really dumb. But yeah, pretty annoying. It looks like I made a bit of a call down here. It's not a big pop, but let me just review quickly. Jack 9, raise, flat, bets big-ish into 2 of us. I call. Oh yeah, recreational, right? Then he bets big again. I call. And then river, he sizes down. And we call, and he has the ace jack. So, interesting. But that's it, guys, for the stream. Let me just find... let me just open this one. Because we have a chest. I can't remember the value of these chests now. And if you're watching on YouTube, please drop me a like on the video. And also drop me a sub. And if you're watching on... Twitch for the first time, drop me a follow. I'd massively appreciate it. And that's $40, so yeah, up like $90 or something, or just under, which is pretty cool. So yeah, happy with that. So that's it, guys, for the stream. I'll raid us over to another cash game streamer. Like I said, apologies that it wasn't much longer, but we nearly went for 2 hours, so that's always good. So yeah, thank you, guys. I'll see you hopefully tomorrow for the next one.